Hey everyone, it's Juno with Detour Shirts. In this video, we're going to compare my 2023 profits from TeePublic and RedBubble. Last year, I did this video right here where I compared 2022 profits, and I'm going to do the same thing here with graphs and show you everything month to month and all of that. What's great about this is I have last year's numbers too, so we can do comparing 2022 to 2023 and share what's going on, see the trajectory, or if it went down or up. I'm going to share all of it in this video. I'm also going to share why I think these things happened, as well as what I'm going to do this year in 2024 to make 2024 even better than 2023. So I got a lot to share with you. I made these keynote presentations with lots of cool graphs and colors and everything. So hopefully this is really helpful for you. And it may not be exactly what you're going through, but I think what I've learned through the year can really help you with both TeePublic and RedBubble. All right, so here we go. This is what I shared last year. In years past, from 2010 to 2022, if I went back and looked at my sales, TeePublic was actually lower than RedBubble, but starting in 2022, for some reason, TeePublic actually got better than RedBubble and continues to stay better than RedBubble. Kind of a spoiler, but I'm going to show you exactly how much better in this video so you can see. But I think there's several factors for it, and I alluded to those and I told you those in my other video in 2022, but there's still some other things that happened in 2023 that made a big difference. So first, let's look at RedBubble. So these are my RedBubble sales month to month in the 2023. You can see January, not too bad, but barely 150. I would say the average probably is right around here, right? Between 130 and 150. Had a big spike in December because of Q4. We all get that, but average is kind of around here. So not great, not great every month if you're trying to do this as a full-time thing as a business. Let me compare that. We have the data from 2022. So you can see here, RedBubble in 2022 was actually better, even though it was worse than TeePublic in 2022, it actually was better than my 2023 sales. You can see the darker red is 2023, and every month, well, except for February, for some reason I got more, but every other month I was lower and lower compared to the year before. And there's several reasons for that, and I'm going to tell you what I think it is. There may be other reasons. You can tell me in the comments if you want to leave a comment if you can figure out some of the reasons for RedBubble, but here's some of the bigger ones that I think happened in 2023, right? What happened to RedBubble? Why did it go down for me and maybe for a lot of other people? And I think the first one is 2023 was a big rebuilding year for RedBubble. RedBubble was in the news a lot. It actually they got a new CEO. They introduced tiers, 3 tiers, and they were cleaning up accounts. They weren't focused on getting sales for sellers. They were more focused on cleaning up, getting rid of copycats, getting rid of those bad tag spammers. RedBubble had a lot of problems, and so in 2023 they decided to work on those problems, which made it a rebuilding year instead of a year that everybody took off and got lots of sales. At least in my opinion, I think that's what happened, which is good. I think they needed to do this, and I think this can help years going forward, but that's kind of what happened. What I saw in 2023 is that they were just rebuilding. They had to start over, they had to fix some things, and that's what happened. The other thing that happened is the tiers, like I said, and I'm not a RedBubble Pro tier. You can see it says here, your account is a RedBubble Premium tier, so I kind of fall right in the middle. And so, I mean, I'm sorry for those that are RedBubble Standards. You get even less and you have to pay even more, but I'm not the top priority, right? I'm not the top RedBubble Pro tier, so I don't get that priority where they're helping those sellers kind of push their stuff and make more sales. So I think that's partly it too. So one thing that I could do for next year is try to get to this RedBubble Pro spot by adding more things that get more sales and promoting and all of those, which leads me to the next point is I wasn't really uploading or promoting in 2023. Yes, I did Shirtober in April, I did Shirtober in October, but besides that, I wasn't really uploading that much to RedBubble. I was focused mainly on Amazon. And so one of the things that I can do in 2024 to help my Redbubble sales go up is to consistently upload, is to consistently promote and do those kinds of things that a pro account would do and kind of get you to a pro account. And kind of what Redbubble actually suggests that you do is to upload good designs, which is great, but consistently upload good designs, and to promote your stuff all over so that people know and can come to your shop and that you can get more traffic. So I will be doing those things in 2024, and I have been with Design with Detour, have been uploading more consistently, so you'll see that, and I'm going to show you later, the sales for this year in 2024. I have January's numbers as well as February's numbers. Let's move on though to TeePublic. So TeePublic, as you know, is a great print-on-demand site. They focus on t-shirts, which I really love, and Detour shirts, right? I do a lot of t-shirts. So these are the sales for TeePublic in 2023. So you can see these are much higher than the Redbubble one. So you can see it's kind of falls maybe right around here, just over 400, around 400 or 500, right, is the average. When compared to the other one, Redbubble, the average was about 130, 150. So I'm doing more than double here on TeePublic. So you can see I have some $1,000 ones in January and some $1,001 ones in December for the Q4 sales. But the average right here is right around here, above 400, about $500. Now let's compare that to last year, since we have 2022, and you can see month over month in 2023, TeePublic actually is better than 2023. So it had the opposite effect. 2023 had the opposite effect, at least for me, for TeePublic, that everything went, except for November here, you can see it was very similar, but every place else, you can see it beat it, substantially beat it, right? So TeePublic, what happened to TeePublic? Why did this go up while Redbubble went down? So here are some of my thoughts. They also added new categories, but they only added 2 categories instead of 3. And I am on the artisan category, which is the top tier account. So I'm getting a lot more help, right? I can find my stuff on TeePublic. It's just gets a lot better because I'm on the top instead of on the apprentice account. So I think that kind of helps, being on the top tier of the new categories or the new tiers in TeePublic. The other thing is my audience, my design style just matches more with the TeePublic audience. It just has that's kind of style. They're looking more for my kind of stuff on TeePublic than they're looking for my kind of stuff on Redbubble, if that makes sense. So also with Amazon, I think you can see here, for me, my thing is relate more to Amazon and TeePublic than it does for Redbubble. And another thing that really helped me for TeePublic, and I mentioned this in my 2022 video, is this right here where you refer a friend. And this helped a lot in 2023. I don't know how many of you actually use this link that I sent out in social media, but a ton of you did. And when you got sales, I got sales. I got $1 for every product, and you can see I got a bunch of these during Q4. Thank you so much, and that really helped boost some sales, boost some profit for me. And I'm assuming that a lot of you guys got sales too for Q4, so that was awesome. So here's the graph comparing TeePublic to Redbubble in 2023, and you can see by far it is not even close anymore. Last year in 2022 is a little closer, but you can see 3, 4, 5 times better than Redbubble at some points, right? Look at that number is such a spike. So in 2023, Redbubble brought in 1636.38 and TeePublic brought in 8258.57. Now I also wanted to share 2024, what little I have of 2024, and you can see it's starting to pick up. And the reason why, I think, is Design with Detour. Design with Detour, you might have seen that. I have that, I've talked about it a bunch, and that is creating a design a day and uploading those. And you can see this is my best February for Redbubble so far, and my best TeePublic February so far compared to 2022 and 2023 if we look back at those charts. And the reason for it is I've uploaded 30 designs in January. January numbers go into February's profits, right? And so you can see that. So what I'm predicting is 2024 will probably be the best year ever if I can continue to do this design with Detour month after month and keep uploading 30 or more a month and start promoting those things. I think this can really help. Now I know a bunch of you guys are concerned on this isn't enough money for print on demand, and you're right. So these are my Amazon sales. So you can see it's a lot different actually. So Amazon, even though TeePublic was 5 times more than RedBubble, Amazon is like 10 times, 20 times more than TeePublic. So overall, this is what it looks like for these 3 that I always have back here on my wall here. So RedBubble 1636, TeePublic 8258, and Amazon 113, which is a lot better and can actually make a living doing print on demand with these 3. So there you go. Those are my sales for RedBubble, TeePublic, and Amazon. Hopefully those are really helpful for you to see. And hopefully what I've shared with you, what to do during the year, create more designs, upload them, make sure they're designs that people want to buy first of all, and upload them consistently and start promoting. I think those can really help. I think RedBubble's out of the rebuilding year. They're going to do a lot more things to help their sellers this year, I believe. We're going to start seeing more and more things that they're going to do on their site, so stay tuned for that. TeePublic's already made some changes. If you've gone to their site, you can see some upgrades there already. I think 2024 is going to be a great year for print on demand, not only for RedBubble and TeePublic, but also Amazon. So stay tuned. If you want to see my RedBubble versus TeePublic video from 2022, or last year for 2022, click on this one right here. You can see a lot of the things that I said there and some of the things that I think happened. Thanks again for watching, and as always guys, keep creating and keep learning. I'll see you on the next one.